Falconer X, NFL Hall of Fame, name change to NFL Hall of Fame.
It might be, Mark. I think we're on pace to have the most Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
We have 8 right now.
Okay. I have no idea what that let's see. Based on this list, when was this made? When was this posted? Oh, this was posted just a couple months ago. Here's the top 10. Illinois 6. Minnesota 7. Syracuse 7. No. Why does it say Syracuse 7? Then it says Syracuse 8. Anyway, Alabama 8. Pitt 9.
Miami 9.
Miami 9.
Yeah.
Ohio State 10. Michigan 11. USC 14. Notre Dame 14. So Notre Dame, USC with 14, Michigan 11, Ohio State 10, Miami and somebody else 9. Pitt.
Yeah, Miami and Pitt with 9. That's after this past year. So there's a chance. Let's go down the list here, Mark. Okay. That's 9. 10. Devin Hester, who should have went in this past season, but I'm not going to get into that. Okay, I think that's a shoe-in. No questions asked. Devin Hester, the best returner in all football. That's 10. Now here are the people that I think are up for discussion. Okay. Vince Wilfork, arguably the best nose guard in all of pro football. That would be 11. Then you would get into your Greg Olsons, which would be 12, which is in discussion of conversation. Reggie Wayne, historically great wide receiver. That would be what, 13?
Mm-hmm.
Right there. Those are the ones I would push to the forefront. I don't really know too many other ones off the top of my head that would be, because our greats are all in. Maybe we get, because they do throw in tragic loss awards, things of that nature. So you may be able to get a Sean T or Sean Taylor, someone like that. Andre Johnson, I'm sorry, y'all. Thank you.
Oh, my bad. Yeah.
Andre Johnson.
There you go.
That's another guarantee. I think Frank Gore is in there too. So what's that, 15? That's not counting Sean Taylor. That would be 15. Now, I don't know about Jimmy Graham. Calais Campbell may get Hall of Fame votes. I don't know if he will ever get in. His stats don't really match up too much with a lot of other, especially if you talk about, now if Calais is a true D tackle, maybe. But Calais as a DN edge, I don't know. But I agree with y'all. We have 9 right now. You would say Hester, Wilfork, Gore, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne. That's 15 right now.
Here's a list of players according to this site. This is a long list. Top modern era candidates for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Because this could possibly add, obviously, Michigan, Ohio State, Notre Dame, USC, or Joe Thomas, he went to Wisconsin. Julius Peppers, North Carolina. Luke Kuechly went to BC.
Boston College.
Zach Thomas was Texas Tech. DeMarcus Ware was LSU. It's some DeMarcus. No,
DeMarcus Ware is Troy.
Yeah. Patrick Willis, Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Marshall Yanda, I don't know where he went.
Marshall Yanda, Iowa. Left tackle at Iowa. Played right guard for my Baltimore Ravens.
Steve Wisniewski went to Penn State, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's Penn State.
Jari Evans, I don't know where he went. Earl Thomas went to Texas. Kevin Williams. If there's,
they have Kevin Williams going to the Hall of Fame?
Okay. The following players are contenders for the Pro Football Hall of Fame, but have not been selected yet. Antonio Gates, Drew Brees, Logan Mankins, Darrell Revis, Marcus Pouncey,
Florida.
And Dwight
Freeman. I think he's a Hall of Famer?
Darrell Revis? For Mark,
No, Pouncey.
the Steelers center or his brother? I get them mixed up.
Either one of them. Hall of Fame. Oh, that's
You don't
rough.
think the Steelers center's a Hall of Famer? No?
I watched Haludi Nada destroy this guy.
Well, I've seen all sorts of guys get destroyed that have been in the I don't know. I think
Come
he's going to be in
on,
the Hall of
man.
Fame.
Hall of Fame.
Rondé
And I think there's
Barber.
only 2 centers in the Hall of Fame anyway. Jeff Saturday isn't even in the Hall of Fame.
Did
And
Larry
he's amazing.
Fitzgerald get into the Hall of Fame yet?
I
I
think
don't
he
know how
just
long.
retired, Mark.
I don't know
He's
how
not
old
even
this
that.
list is. So Larry Fitzgerald, he'll add one to Pitt. Rondé Barber, Eric Berry, Tennessee. Sean
North
Alexander,
Carolina,
Alabama.
they haven't even put Jeff Saturday in, and he's the greatest. The greatest
Jason Witten.
center of all time.
Joey Porter, Neil Smith, Marshawn Lynch, Cal. Mike Allstott, he's not going to the Hall of Fame. Corey Holt. You don't think Torrey Holt's going to go into the Hall of Fame?
No.
He's a 3-time finalist in the voting.
I almost was 6'5", too.
Andre Johnson's only a 1-time finalist.
Well, they retired at different
a lot
times.
later.
Yeah, they retired at different times.
Heinz Ward, Wes Welker, Pat Swilling. I think he just got in. There's Gore, Eli Manning, Darren Woodson.
Eli Manning? Oh,
you don't think he's going to go to the Hall of Fame?
I think he will. I don't think he should. I think he will. I know he will.
I think it's a good debate.
Yeah, I know he will.
I'm not that convinced one way or the other. I'm okay with him going to the Hall of Fame. He led 2 of the greatest postseason marches ever.
Absolutely. Can't argue that.
But the rest of it, the rest of his career, he was just a stats compiler.
Heinz Ward? Maybe in the see, this is where I think we start to drift to like the Hall of Good instead of the Hall of Fame. You know, Heinz Ward was pretty dang good. Pretty dang good.
Nick Mangold, there's a Buckeye. There's Jeff
He's
Saturday.
A pretty good center prospect.
There's Vince Wilfork, Priest Holmes, Steve Smith.
Especially because I look at it like, are you arguably can we tell the story of your position? Not the NFL, but your position without you. That's the way I look at it. You know, you can't talk about linebacker, period, without Ray Lewis, without Urlacher. Okay, without you can't talk about edge rush or the importance of a blindside backer without Lawrence Taylor. You know, these things are important. They shape the foundation of what the NFL is. And I think you could talk about it. You could talk about the NFL in center and not bring up the Pouncey Twins. Heck, I think you could talk about quarterback and not bring up Eli Manning or Roethlisberger.
It'd be tough, Eli Manning. He led the 2 most prolific touchdown drives in the history of the Super Bowl. He is the only quarterback to lead touchdown game-winning drives in the Super Bowl. I'm just saying, you know, there's a guy that I'm not an Eli Manning fan because I don't think he's that great. But see, that's an argument I would make that he's less of a Hall of Famer under other people's what you would consider, you know, just the hall, like you said, the Hall of Fame, the Hall of Greatness. But as soon as you put the term, can you tell the story of the position? You can tell the story of the position without a lot of people, but he did some things that nobody else has done.
Okay. I get you.
In the clutch.
You're right. I mean, that's a valid point. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. You know, like I said, can you bring up What would you say in nose tackles? Can you talk about the zero technique without bringing up Vince Wilfork?
Well,
The only other one in the Hall of Fame is Refrigerator Perry. That's the only other one.
was he truly a nose tackle? Didn't they
Who?
play a 4-3? The Bears,
Who?
Refrigerator Perry.
He played all over. But he's the only one that's considered the other nose guard in the NFL Hall of Fame, Pro Football Hall of Fame. Miami is a better 4-3 team than they are a 3-4 team. Marcus Enriquez. Someone said if Kurt Hennig got in, not Kurt Hennig, if Kurt Warner got into the Hall of Fame, then I have no problem with Manning. True.
Yeah, I think Kurt Warner's a better quarterback than Eli Manning.
I'm not going to fight you on that one.
Kurt
Wait,
Warner.
Refrigerator Perry isn't even in the Hall of Fame?
See, that's what I was looking up because I didn't think he was in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, okay. Well, then, there it is.
I don't think he is in the Hall of Fame.
I guess that's the only thing he's known for is scoring those touchdowns and in the shellacking of the Patriots, huh?
Yes. He played 10 seasons. Yeah. Kurt Warner had a pretty short career because he obviously didn't make it until he was a little bit older. But he came out of nowhere and led one of the greatest offenses ever, and they won the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. And then 2 years later, look at it this way. He walked off the field in a tie game, and Brady and Vinatieri then, kicked the game-winning field goal, and he doesn't have a chance to. There's zeros on the clock. It's out of his hands. Mm-hmm. And I also view that the same way in the Steelers-Cardinals Super Bowl. He throws the game-leading touchdown pass with Fitzgerald. He throws they take the lead with whatever, maybe 90 seconds left. He throws the game-leading touchdown to Larry Fitzgerald, and then he again never steps. He throws a Hail Mary, but he doesn't get a legitimate shot. So he loses 2 Super Bowls in which he didn't have a chance to lead a game-winning drive.
And I don't agree with that second one. Santonio Holmes' toe did not get down.
No?
Not in my opinion. I mean, I'm not trying to crap on your Buckeyes, but I didn't see him get that second toe down.
Okay. That was a great throw.
It was. And I thought it was just out of reach, but I know he got one toe down. Great job by him, but I just didn't see that second one ever touch the floor.
Well, if he got them both down, it was obviously a great catch, but even more so, I think just from the angle that had to be thrown, it was a crazy angle to the back corner.
It was amazing ball placement too. Because it had to be up and over that corner that was right there, like right over his fingertips. The ball just, and as a Ravens fan, we were supposed to be in that championship. They got us. They got us.